lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease, it's Jamison. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like, when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes with it. But you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years, and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Got him downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Aaron! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll try the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Across the 45. There he goes down the right side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for a man. It's Gore. He's got it down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down for this offense. Now on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the 1st down and lots more. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Stockton. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll try it again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Dropping back, it's Gore. Floats it out in space. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes that Alabama offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Cross. Working that wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on... Now, Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Barber. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Swings it out to the flat. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on fourth. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, looking to pass. He wants it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. On the ground, it's Jamison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll call for the fair catch here. The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught close to the marker. It's Barber. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Fires to the tight end. Let's talk about Alabama. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Unloads it left. He's got it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 10. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So a drive there of 84 yards. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Back to throw, it's Gore. Swings it out to his running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Stockton. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cross. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Going downfield for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can...
Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. On the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Cross. Makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws for the tight end. Is caught downfield. And they're able to make the tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown time. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and
there he goes! That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Hard over the middle. It's Stockton. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Gore. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Absolutely perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the ground. It's Jamison. First guy never seems to get him as he finds his way out to the 19.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got him. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
open field on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just
turning it on. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now looking for the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? For just a fleeting moment, they thought they'd tied the game, and now it's right back to the drawing board after the flag. From the gun, the ground game. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. It's on target and complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Cross. Makes the grab on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Trying to cash in on this red zone trip. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Gore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Liberty. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Gore. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stockton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the run, it's Frazier. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give as they work on that clock. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit.
Brings it in down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Athletic, rip young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
That's caught. It's Stockton. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back to pass, it's Gore. Catch in the middle, it's Stockton. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.